Hello guys, welcome back to the course. In this video, we are going to perform data augmentations. Let's get started. Firstly, you will need to import this dataset, Earthquake Alert Predictions dataset. So let's click download and copy and paste this code and compile that code, and you will automatically import the datasets. Next, we are going to import several Python libraries. Firstly, we are going to import pandas. We are going to use this library for data frame operations. Next, we are going to import NumPy. We are going to use this library for numerical operations. And lastly, we are going to import standard scalar from scikit-learned.preprocessing. Import standard scalar. Make sure it is uppercase. We are going to use this library for feature scaling. And let's compile the code. Let's add another block of code. Okay, now we are going to create a functions to augment earthquake data. I'm going to name the functions augment earthquake data. And this functions has two parameters. The first one is the data frame, and the second one is the augmented samples. And we are going to set this to 200 because we want to have 200 rows of augmented data. Next, we are going to specify numeric columns. Let's create a new list. I'm going to name it numeric calls. You can name it whatever you want, it is totally up to you. And in this case, we have 5 numerical columns. The first one is magnitude, the second one is depth, the third one is CDI, the fourth one is MMI, and the fifth one is significance score. Okay, let's put them here inside the bracket. Magnitude, depth, CDI, MMI, and significance score. Next, we are going to initialize scalar. So let's create a new variable. I'm going to name it scalar, and we are going to utilize this library, standard scalar. So let's copy and paste that. Then after that, we are going to scale numeric features. Let's create a new variable. I'm going to name it scaled, and we are going to use the scalar. So let's copy and paste this. Scalar.fit transform, and let's put the data frame inside the parentheses, and let's copy and paste numeric columns, and let's put it inside the bracket. Okay, now we are going to create an empty list to store augmented feature samples. I'm going to name the list augmented samples. And this is going to be an empty list. Next, we are going to create another empty list to store corresponding alert labels. And I'm going to name the list alert labels. And for now, this is going to be an empty list. Next, we are going to create a for loop. We are going to use this for loop to create augmented samples. Okay, let's do it. For int range, and let's copy and paste an augmented, and let's put it inside the parentheses. Previously, we've already set an augmented to 200, so it means that we're going to generate 200 data. Okay, now we are going to pick a random row index. Let's create a new variable. I'm going to name it idx, and we are going to use numpy np random.randint because we want the data type to be integer, and we're going to get the length of scale. So let's copy and paste this and put it here inside the parentheses. Okay, next we are going to generate small Gaussian noise. Let's create another variable. I'm going to name it noise, and we are going to use numpy random again np dot random dot normal, and inside the parentheses let's put 0, 0.5, and we are going to set the size to scaled. Let's copy and paste this and put it here inside the parentheses dot shape, and let's put one inside the bracket. Before we continue, there is one thing that we need to fix. So there was a typo here, guys. This is supposed to be NP, not MP, so make sure that you fix that. Okay, let's continue. Now we are going to create new sample by adding noise to scaled row. Let's create a new variable. I'm going to name it new sample, and we are going to use scaled, so let's copy and paste that, and let's put the index inside the bracket. So let's copy and paste IDX and put it here, and we are going to add this with the noise. Next, we are going to append new sample to the list. So let's copy and paste augmented samples dot append, and let's copy and paste new sample and put it inside the parentheses. So all the new samples will be added to this list. Next, we are going to append corresponding alert. Let's copy and paste this alerts labels and put it here, dot append. Inside the parentheses, let's add df alert dot ilog, and let's put index inside the bracket. Let's copy and paste that and put it here. Next, we are going to convert list of samples to NumPy array. Let's create a new variable. I'm going to name it augmented scaled, and we are going to use np.array, and let's copy and paste augmented samples, and let's put it inside the parentheses. Then after that, we are going to infer scale to original values. Let's create another variable. I'm going to name it augmented original, and we are going to use scalar. Let's copy and paste this, scalar dot inverse transform, and let's put augmented scale inside the parentheses. Then after that, we are going to create data frame with numeric columns. I'm going to name the data frame augmented df. You can name it whatever you want, it is totally up to you. And to create a new data frame, we are going to use pd.dataframe. And let's copy and paste augmented original and put it here inside the parentheses. Next, we are going to set the columns to numeric calls. Let's copy and paste this list and put it here inside the parentheses. Okay, let's continue. Now we are going to add alert column with original labels. Let's copy and paste augmented df, and we are going to add alert columns, and we are going to set this to alert labels. Next, we are going to return the augmented data frame. Returned augmented df. Okay guys, we are done with these functions. Next, we are going to load the original datasets using pandas. Let's create a new variable. I'm going to name it data. And to load the datasets, we are going to use pd.readcsv. And let's copy and paste the file path and put it here inside the parentheses. Next, we are going to generate the augmented data. We are going to call these functions augment earthquake data. And remember guys, this function has two parameters. The first one is the data frame. So let's copy and paste data and put it here inside the parentheses. And the second one is the augmented samples. We are going to set the n augmented to 200. Next, we are going to display the first 5 rows of the datasets, augmented df.head. And lastly, we are going to save the datasets. augmentedDF.toCSV, and we are going to name this file new data.csv, and we are going to set the index to false. Before compiling the code, there is one mistake that we need to fix. So we need to close the bracket here, and let's remove this bracket. And actually we are going to print this, alright? And let's compile the code. Okay, here we go. Here is the augmented data. We have 6 columns: magnitude, depth, CDI, MMI, significant score, and alert. And let's click this. As you guys can see, we have new data.csv. This is the augmented data. You can download this dataset. Just click download. Okay guys, I think that's it. That's all you need to know. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.